right, today we are going to hear from PWSA and Mayor Peduto about the request for proposal that we are releasing for a comprehensive citywide stormwater management plan. They'll talk a little bit more in detail about it, but we're looking for an innovative plan that can serve in the short term over the next 5 years, as well as the long term, looking at over 25 years. We're really looking to be a global leader, to use this as a global model that we can also use locally. So with that, I will introduce PWSA's Executive Director, Will Pickering.
Thanks, Molly, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Will Pickering. I'm the Executive Director of Pittsburgh Water and Sewer Authority. And just to set the scene and explain why we're here today, this is our Center and Heron Green Stormwater Infrastructure Project. We constructed this as a demonstration project in 2017. It is actually an award-winning green infrastructure project. We won an award from the American Society of Civil Engineers, the Sustainability Award for this demonstration project. It captures up to 1 million gallons of stormwater, if you can believe it or not. It's pretty unassuming. If you're driving by, you may not recognize it, but we're using some designed engineering practices as well as natural landscapes to slow down and store stormwater, either preventing it from entering the sewer system or slowing it down during a rain event and reducing combined sewer overflows that we know we have an issue with here in this region and in the city specifically. So, one of the reasons that we're excited to be here today is that we're going to announce the request for proposals for a stormwater blueprint. And this is really going to be a document that's going to lay out the future of how we address stormwater in the city in a comprehensive way. There has been a lot of work that we have done in the last 10 years or so as both a city and a region in looking at stormwater, how it might be funded, what projects should move forward. This is, again, one of those demonstration projects. Earlier today, we were at Whiteman Park, which is not just a beautiful, brand new park, but is also a stormwater program and project, rather, that's going to have several phases. It's going to, again, collect stormwater, slow it down, prevent it from entering our combined sewer system, and providing that multi-pronged benefit. And we're looking for more of those opportunities, and the mayor, in his vision, has really challenged us to think more comprehensively. These are not just engineering solutions. We have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to invest in our stormwater systems and also have ancillary benefits. And so we're looking for a team. We want to challenge the engineering, planning, design communities, not just here locally in Pittsburgh, but we're looking internationally for the best ideas. We want them to come back to us. We want them to take a look at what we have done, what other cities have done, and put that all together into a blueprint using the P4 framework. And that's giving a holistic consideration to these infrastructure investments that we know that we need to make, that we have partially funded, and we also want to explore additional funding for this endeavor. So we're very excited to bring this challenge out to the world of engineering stormwater. There really is an excellent opportunity here to have Pittsburgh lead and lead by example in what we build here for our future generation and making sure that we take advantage of this opportunity. So the RFP will be available on PWSA's website beginning tomorrow. There will be more information that we will have available. We're looking forward to interest not just from our traditional engineering partners that work on our gray infrastructure, but again, how we can think about this in a creative way utilizing best practices. So with that, I will turn it over to the mayor to lend a little insight on his vision and what brings us here today. Thanks.
Thank you, Director, and thanks. Yay! What we're doing today is challenging the world. We're asking the best engineering firms of the world, if you had a place that had the topography of Pittsburgh, that has the challenges of an antiquated stormwater system, that has rainfall that is increasing every year as a result of climate change, how could you design a system that would be able to meet all of those challenges while at the same time creating a workforce to be able to work on this for the next several decades, be able to look into neighborhoods where there is abandoned buildings and abandoned land, and to be able to incorporate it into green space where green space may not exist, to be able to look at an entire city that has faced flooding since its very beginning, and to be able to recognize that through a green system, we can build a sponge instead of a funnel, and to be able to check many boxes. And what this challenge will be is to create a model for other cities to follow. Not simply taking the best practices that have been in place, but creating the best practices that will be utilized for the next several decades. We're at a critical moment in our city's history when it comes to our water. We have addressed the issues of administration, of billing. We have upgraded and created duplication to be able to make sure that if something were to go wrong, that we would not be left without water for months at a time. And we have addressed our lead issue and have gotten our numbers to numbers that we have not seen in decades. But now that we have two challenges left. The first being why we're here today, which is what will be the green engineering solutions to our flooding issues, to our stormwater issues, and to being able to show how we can build green and not need as much gray. And the second being our overall power plant and what that will look like, and that's an issue that we'll take on early next year. I want to thank the administration of PWSA for the yeoman's work that they have been able to do in turning around this organization. I want to thank the new members who have brought a new energy and a new vision for an organization that's been around, and those that have worked there for decades, and the commitment that they've kept even though we underfunded the organization for all of those years. And finally, I also want to thank the board of directors of PWSA. I believe we have now a board that is visionary, but also responsible. Responsible to making sure that the delivery of clean water at an affordable price is happening throughout this city, making sure that our stormwater and our sewer water is not ending up in our rivers, but instead being able to be retained on the place where the rain meant it to be, and one that also has an eye towards the future and understanding that these decisions we're making today are going to be with us for the next 50 years. This is our opportunity to build a better Pittsburgh for those that will come after us, and to hand them something much better than what we received. This is our opportunity to take care of our water, just as they did in the 1940s when they started creating programs to clean our rivers. This is the next great step that we're taking in order to assure that in the next 50 years, there's a Pittsburgh that will be blessed with clean water.